Hey guys, Nick here, and I have some Black Ops 2 gameplay using the MSMC with Red Dot Sight, Grip, and Fast Mag, and I'm playing on Hijacked, which is one of my favorite maps because I usually get around 80 kills here in a 6v6 domination. This game I'm a little bit short, I get only around 79 kills, but the score was pretty decent, so I thought I'd upload it for you guys to watch. In case you're wondering about my class, I'm using Hardline, Scavenger, and I believe Tactical Mask because stun grenades and shock charges are really annoying. Sometimes I'll also use Dexterity or Engineer because they're both kind of good. I don't know, there's a lot of different options in perk choices for this game, but those are the three that I'm using here. I do have the primary gunfighter wildcard. I have no secondary. I'm using one concussion grenade, and then I have bouncing betties. And an interesting thing about this game, I wasn't here all weekend, and then I came back just earlier today. I believe this was like the first or second game I played, and before I played it, I decided I'd change like all of my settings. So recently there was an update that allowed you to change the field of view up to 90, so I decided to do that. So I changed my field of view a bit, but that doesn't really affect me a whole lot. I don't think it's really a challenge or anything to increase your field of view. Just kind of makes it so that you can see things a bit better. Before I had switch weapon mapped to the side button on my mouse, but I noticed that a lot of people use it on their scroll wheel, so I tried doing that. But a lot of times what would happen is I'd accidentally switch weapon when I go to throw my bouncing Betty, which is the middle click on my mouse, or pressing down on the scroll wheel. So you'll see me like randomly pull out my knife here when I don't mean to. I think my scroll wheel has some issues or something, it doesn't scroll properly, or randomly scrolls, like, yeah, so I switched back from that, but it screws me over a couple times this game because I randomly switch the knife when my finger's not even on the scroll wheel, it will just randomly scroll. So I switched it back to what it was before. Also, I halved my sensitivity because I noticed that a lot of really good FPS gamers use really low sensitivities, so I decided I'd try a lower sensitivity. So I changed my sensitivity from 2 to 1, so like it's half of what it was before. So that's a pretty big difference, and I also changed my aiming method from hold down to toggle. So if you don't really know what this is, when you play Xbox or PS3, you hold down the left trigger to aim. When you're on PC, you have the option to either hold down right click or to press right click 1 to aim in, and then press right click again to aim out. And that's the default setting. The default setting is to toggle, but coming from Xbox, I decided that I wanted to make it as much like Xbox as I could, so I had it set to hold, but it's a bit more difficult because I have to focus on holding down that right click while aiming and while burst firing, and it makes it a bit more difficult to aim. So it does improve my aim, but a lot of times I'll like forget to press the right click again to unaim, so it screws me over in that aspect. So enough about my my class and my controls. Now I want to talk about being a Slayer in an objective-based game. Now a lot of people always frown on this, like a lot of people on YouTube don't like Slayers, and it's because a lot of people assign themselves to the role of Slayer in random pub matches where you have no team and you're completely uncoordinated, and you're just like, hey, I'm gonna not capture any flags and just call myself Slayer. And yeah, a lot of people do that, and it bothers a lot of people. Now if you're playing with a full team and your team assigns you to be Slayer, they say, you know, you be the Slayer, we're going to capture the flags, we're going to defend the flags, you just go out there and kill as many of them as you can so that they can't get to the flags. Now, then this is fine. The problems really begin to arise here when you're in a public match and you have just a bunch of random people who don't know each other, they're not communicating, they're not talking at all, they're just playing the game, and you have every single person trying to be a Slayer, and then that gets annoying. Usually there'll be like one guy on the team who's trying to capture the flags, and he gets really mad because everyone's trying to be a Slayer, and nobody's trying to get the flags, everyone's just going for kills, and yeah, this can be a bad thing. So the problem here is like, when can you assign yourself the role of Slayer? And I don't really think there is a definite answer here. I want to say, like, if you're a really strong player, then go ahead and, you know, assign yourself the role of Slayer. But even then, what determines what a strong player is? How good of a player do you have to be to become a self-assigned Slayer in every game? Personally, I'm not all that interested in capturing flags. I've never really thought that to be the most entertaining part of Domination. I usually like spawn trapping and getting tons of kills. That's what I enjoy most about a Domination game. But if I need to capture flags, I will. Like, I will jump on that B flag if I need to. And one of the things I'm really good at is getting those defends. I don't usually let a flag be taken Liam Neeson style. You ain't taking nothing. But yeah, I'm usually pretty good at defending flags, but I will go for the captures if I really need to. And what a lot of people don't understand is that you can get a lot more kills if you hold 2 flags. If you only hold 1 flag, it's most likely that you're being spawn trapped, and you know, that's not a good thing for getting many kills or a high score or a high KD or a high win-loss. Like, you're not going to win, you're not going to get a lot of kills, and it's just going to be, you know, overall bad if you're not holding 2 flags down. Plus, Black Ops 2 now has their new patented system on, you know, getting 200 points for capturing an enemy flag or the neutral B flag. And capture kills are also really cool. Sometimes I'll get like 3 or 4 capture kills plus capture the flag, and then I'll already be at a stealth chopper after 3 or 4 kills. So that's usually pretty good. So moral of the story here is if you're playing in a random team, don't assign yourself the role of Slayer and not be doing anything. You know, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, a Slayer really should be picking off the people who are trying to run towards the objective. When you're actually like coordinated and you're playing on a coordinated team, then the Slayer isn't just, you know, trying to get as many kills as he can. He's trying to prevent the enemies from getting to the flag. And this is an important role. Like, you need somebody to prevent the enemies from getting to the flag, because when you're capturing a flag, the enemy knows exactly where you are. So they can be throwing grenades, and they can, you know, jump around the corner and pre-fire. They have all of the advantages when you are capturing a flag. So if you can prevent the enemy team from getting a good angle to throw a grenade at the flag that your teammates are capturing, or preventing the enemies from jumping around the corner and spraying them down with their laser sight SMGs, then you're helping your team out. Right now I'm in my Lodestar, and it's not going too well because of this whole like toggle aim thing that I'm doing. But I do end up getting dogs, which is the first time I've actually gotten dogs, because you don't unlock it until level 51. And my first few prestiges, I wasn't doing as good because I didn't know the maps or weapons, so I wasn't like confident to get dogs like every game. But now that I am, I had to wait until level 51 to get it. So I finally unlocked dogs, and this is my first time getting dogs. So I'm going to see if they actually do anything. I don't remember how many kills they ended up getting for me, but I'm going to call them in here and get those dogs going. Dogs have always been one of my favorite kill streaks because personally I think they're the scariest kill streak, because they get you in buildings. Like most other kill streaks, helicopters, Reapers, AC-130s, chopper gunners, pretty much anything you can just run in a building and hide from. But dogs, you can't get away from the dogs. Dogs are pretty cool, and you can see them like chasing you down, and you know you're gonna die, and that's just always, it's a really fun thing to to do to other people. But I hate when enemies get dogs. I'm usually leaving if that happens. But I think I've only seen dogs one other time in this game. I think it was when one of my teammates got them from a care pack. Same with Swarm. One of the enemies got a Swarm on me, and I just left. It was from a care pack. That was just ridiculous. It killed me 3 times within 10 seconds. I'm just like, no, this is not happening. So yeah, care packages are still a little bit annoying. I think they should maybe limit like the level of kill streak that you can get from them. Maybe make like the highest kill streak like a stealth chopper or something like that, so that they can't get crazy high kill streaks from care packs. That's kind of annoying. But anyways, that's the end of the game, guys. I went 79-6. I did a lot better in that second round, so hopefully you actually watched to this this part of the game. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for some more, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Objective parameters